want it, gotta work for that bag. Go get it one day, you can brag.
Artlist.io.
For that bag, go get it one day, you can brag. I say that I have it, you know that I got it. No need to look all in the bag. Stunting like this, cause I work so hard. I'm the best, I only speak facts.
What's good, y'all? This is the LoveNThangz podcast where we discuss scenarios about love and things, life, and other things. We would love to know how you would handle these stories and scenarios and stories, because boy, oh boy, they are a trip. So today we're going to actually discuss a scenario and story that's currently online. And if you haven't heard it, you're hearing it here first. So here we go. There is a young lady that has been taking her boyfriend to and from the doctor's office for 2 years, 2 long years. From the understanding of it, he had sickle cell. She meets with a cousin of his, and she immediately dives into his diagnosis of being HIV positive, not knowing that the girl was not aware of her boyfriend's current status. And that blew my mind. What would you do if you found out your mate for 2 years were lying to you, and instead of having sickle cell, had HIV and did not disclose their actual status? And now, what can you do with that? So I got to tell you, Kira, I love to hear what you would do if you were in this scenario.
You see me roll my eyes a couple of times?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because, you Negro.
You Afro-American. I don't even know what their race is. I'll just
you whatever you are, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
First off, I don't want to incriminate myself because I'd have killed that man. I'd have did something to that man. I'd have did something to that man. You heard me? I'd have did something to that man. If I'm sitting here...
Life like that.
Exactly. And this is what I always say to a person who is STD positive. Let that be my choice. If I want to be like, you know what? I love you so much. Yeah. And I still want to be with you. Yeah. Let that be my choice if I still want to mess with you, because we can protect ourselves or whatever. And I will still want to be with you, especially if I'm that in love with you and I'm just can't be like, you know what? Damn, this man got HIVs. He got HIVs. He had HIV, AIDS or whatever, but I'm so in love with him and I just can't see myself leaving him. Let's take precautions and let's take protocols and whatever. So that way I can still love you and be with you. But you didn't even give this lady a chance to be like, all right, you ready to die today?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ready to die today or next year? Or you ready to... Are you kidding me? You have to be the worst person in the world to sit up here and say, damn, I have HIV, but I'm going to still mess with her or whatever. And then if she catch it, then she find out, oh, well, or whatever.
Yeah, that's a tricky situation. The
most selfless person ever in the world.
So fucking selfish. That, yeah. You said
my hair is up on my arm. I got chills.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I got to tell you, I read this and I heard the stories and I was watching videos online, and then I stopped and I searched it, and they never spoke of the ethnic group. They never said what, minority, what if they were a minority or white or anything. But immediately I would have been on the phone with the police, because you need to be locked under a jail. You deserve to be put away for as long as they can think of putting you away. Because you didn't even take no type of caution, no kind of, let me at least put her, on. Let me tell her what the situation is. You made a decision for me. You made a decision for you. And unfortunately, you benefit from this more than I do. And now my life is doomed. And that is murder. That is a form of murder to me. You need to be locked up. You need to be called out on your scandalous, trifling ways, and you need to be locked under jail for as long as you die. You know what I mean? As long as
Right.
that's a death sentence to me because you
Right.
gave me a death sentence. And I know they say HIV and AIDS ain't a death sentence no more, but you now put me in a status where I can't have any options to move and be with somebody else, have kids that's not HIV positive. There's a lot of things that come with that. I'm on medicine for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be in and out of a hospital. You don't know if I got medical insurance or not. You just basically was selfish and made a decision for both of us that you benefited from and I now suffer from. Yeah, I want him to murder him. I want him to live with that for the rest of his days.
Right.
I would have him incarcerated though, because you played with my life and now I'm about to play with yours. It's terrible. It's terrible hearing some shit like that. And now it makes me look at everybody. I've never had an STD. Thank God, knock on wood. I pray that I don't pray that on anybody because that's a serious thing. Because once you got it, so a lot of these diseases, once you have it, you have it. You think about herpes, you think about like all of those things that's out there that's like really, serious. There's of course some things can be cured, some things are curable,
Right.
but you don't want it. Like, if you have a sexual STD, transmitted disease, if you have something sexually transmitted, have that conversation with your partner. Get them the option of wanting that or having it, or if the possibility of even getting tested for it as well.
Right.
I don't give a damn if it's a yeast infection. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, to me, I'm like, everything is serious. This is our bodies. This is all we got is this shell of a body. Like, once it's doomed, it's doomed. How dare you, you bastard? Like, you know what I mean? I just was calling him all kind of MFers. You motherfucker, you bastard. You fucked up somebody's life and they young. They're not even somebody that's like, I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. Where I'm like at the end of it, let's, fuck it. We doomed anyway because we gonna die one day soon.
Exactly.
Like this somebody young and you know this person ain't gonna be your forever, but you forced them now. That's crazy. Yeah.
And a lot of people say, oh, you can't live with it. Everybody don't have the mental capacity to live with it for the rest of their lives because my mental capacity, I'm sitting up here thinking, oh, I have AIDS now. I have HIV now. What am I going to do for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Life is not worth living anymore because I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And I go take myself out. Or whatever. Everybody don't have the mental capacity to be like, you know what? I'm going to get through this. I'm going to go to my doctor's appointments. I'm going to make sure I take my medicine on the regular. I'm going to make sure I could be as healthy as possible because I have to live with this for the rest of my life. Everybody don't have that mental capacity to think like that or whatever.
You know what? I do have questions. I'm sorry. I have a huge question. Was she that trusting of him that she never researched to look up his thing and what's going on with him and sickle cell? I do understand sickle cell is the white blood count or whatever.
Right.
And that's also similar to, being autoimmune deficiency. But I'm like, still, like, I would be like in that doctor's office after 2 years. I can't go in your doctor's office and hear what's going on with you. I can't see none of the paperwork or see anything online to tell me anything. We all got phones. I don't know. Like, he never showed any, kind of other symptoms like lesions or anything else. Like, there's blister things that they have. And I'm like, and I know not everybody has the same symptoms. Of course not. But I'm like, I would want to know. I want to see something. I'm like, you got sickle cell. How long you been diagnosed with sickle cell? What's your pain threshold? Like, I know other people with sickle cell. So I'm like, how long have you had that? When you have sickle cell, it's not something you develop. It's something you had your whole entire life. Why is it so severe now after the last 2 years? Certain things should have been asked to me. So I don't know if the sister was just trusting or she was just loving or just accepting of whatever's being said to her. But I'm an investigator.
And I want to know how long they've been together for.
Me either.
How long?
Well, 2 years she's been taking him to and from a doctor.
2 years.
2 years she's been taking him to and from a doctor.
Together? You didn't see none of his medicine because shit, a bitch like me, I be going to research
the hell out of a medicine cabinet, right?
and they're running water like.
Girl, I ain't even running water. I'm straight in the cabinet like I'm looking for tampons or something. Like, no, I need to see. I need to see what's going on, brother.
And if I see a cabinet full of medicine, I'm gonna be on my phone like, what's diabolical H2O 300,000 milligrams? What is that? What does that use to treat for? HIV.
Now that you could take a picture of a pill and they will tell you what the hell it is. Like to me, if I leave a vitamin or something around, I'm like, yo,
Right.
if I leave a vitamin or something around and I don't give a crap what it is, I put something down and I'm like, oh, what's click my phone, pick,
Yeah.
and I'm immediately, I need to know what it
Yeah.
is. Man.
Exactly. I had a friend and she was addicted to pills. And she would go and buy her pills. But before they put them pills in her hand, she on her phone like, okay, Percocet. Okay, all right. Give me 5 of them.
Ain't nobody getting me no
Okay.
dupes because that that exists too. Where people have dupes, they're not real pills. They may be something that's mixed or hybrid or something. But
Exactly.
it's
So,
crazy.
oof.
Heard it was the case that they gave me. What? It's
And my
crazy.
friend, again, my friend, you petty. You be trying to find ways to get back at people because I'm just like, if you hurt me, I gotta make you hurt. Or whatever.
Absolutely.
That
Sound
right
about right
there,
to me.
That right there is beyond the hurt. Like, how you do that to a person?
Yeah.
And I'm so happy they have my charts out now. And even that, I don't even, because I heard somebody say, oh, they make it fake my charts or whatever. I don't know. Exactly. I don't know.
IT technical thing. I'm not tech savvy enough to be like, let me download this. But I'm smart enough. I know how to modify the hell out of a PDF, but it's still to make it digital. Like,
Right.
like, I know how to do
PDF
that.
is different. No, my chart, you got to go in there, log in face recognition or fingerprint
Yeah.
I want to see and I want to scroll because it's going to have everything up in there or whatever. I want to scroll and I want to see. I definitely want to see the up to date or whatever. Or we could go to a free clinic that don't have to come out your pocket and I want to see. And even if we do protect ourselves, I still want to see. I still want to see.
I'm gonna say that. Like, I pray. She was using protection. I pray, once in a while when you're in a long-term relationship, you don't though, but you don't want to have babies. So you're like, let me make sure he's strapping up. Like, you make sure that he wears a condom and you doing your birth control thing. I pray that's the case. I pray she just was like, we strapped up every time. So I stayed on top of him, put that condom on. I hope. I can only because
and I thank God for the cousin.
Would it be a discussion though if she did?
Yeah.
It still would be a discussion. It still would be a discussion.
That was a discussion needs to be had. A discussion needs to be had. You need to right now. I want to say school that doctor's appointment. We need to talk right now.
Yeah.
We need to talk now because you didn't tell me that blah, blah, blah. And like I said, thank God for the cousin that the cousin was running her mouth.
She thought she knew.
Whatever.
She thought she knew.
She thought she knew, and they was having a conversation. Crazy. And you know what? That's the crazy part too, because a lot of people probably thought she knew, and a lot of people looking at her like, "Oh,
I love with somebody that's other HIV positive." That's what I would immediately assume. If one of my cousins or one of my family members, whatever, they got something. I'm gonna assume anybody they bring to me got that too, because I'm like, oh, okay, y'all both got it. So y'all found each other in a support group, whatever the case may be. Like, great, that's great for him and her. Man, man, oh man. Man, oh man, please make sure y'all getting yourself tested. Make sure that y'all having y'all partner tested. I don't care if you were in a short-term relationship, long-term relationship. If you want to stick your doodad in my doodad, then you got to make sure our doodads ain't got contaminated with nothing. I'm sorry. I ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. I would be that trusting, especially today. Especially there's so many things out there. Herpes. And I know it feel good. I know it feel good without the condom. God. You do that to us. It feels so good without the condom. I know, I get it. But the first time you meeting a motherfucker, you gotta make sure his shit is right. You gotta make sure his shit is good. Oh man. Oh man.
Right. Yeah, that's a sad and
that shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. What are we doing out here? Like, what are we doing? We setting each other up like that. We sabotaging our lives like that. Like, You could have put
Exactly.
old girl on front. Like, you should have just been like, you know what? I gotta tell you, I just found out, or I know that I am, and this is the situation, and I can't fuck
Right.
around because I don't know. Like, yo, if she do injure him, and let's say, and let's say him, right?
Right.
Would she go to jail?
Right.
That's
Right.
like, think about that. I lost it. I lost it. Judge, I
Yeah.
lost it. I found out what it was. And next thing I saw myself, I saw red, I grayed out, blacked out,
Yeah.
and I came to, he was, on the floor, and I stepped over it and kept going on about my day.
I would like to plead insanity.
Absolutely, not
Maybe I
insanity.
go ahead.
I,
Yeah, I'm
I don't
definitely.
even, because think about that. Like, how would I even be able to, I was gonna say function, but I'll be able to function perfectly fine if I knew this. I'm perfectly fine functioning. He was like, "Ma'am, you was at home making macaroni and cheese and boiling noodles." Yes, I was, your officer, because at the end of the day,
Gotta eat.
you gotta eat.
Gotta eat.
For real. Like, what the hell? Like, this dude went out here and just, off my life. Why can't I off his? Like, what in the world? Like, an eye for an eye, two for a two. Shit.
Right. Also, and my other question is, how many other people have he been sleeping with? How many other people have he been sleeping with that probably don't know?
Man,
And those
they know when they
people,
be reading a police report, and it's on the news and they shot flash his picture, lady, because what he did to her, they would
right,
then be aware because she'd be like, what he do to her? Girl, let
right,
me tell you, it'd be in every newspaper, every outlet, because I would let it be known. I'd be screaming it in every interview that I did going forward.
right. Seriously, like how many other people did you sleep with before this lady, or why you with this lady and you're not with them no more, and they sleeping with somebody, and that person sleeping with somebody, and that person sleeping with somebody, and that person sleeping with somebody. I said, see, that's why I can't be trusting people. I can't be trusting people. But
Another
whatever.
question, do you off him before you get tested and find out that you're not? Or do you
See the
off
way
him because you just know that he was playing with your life like that, and you got the nerve and audacity to be skipping around you, like, you know what I mean? Like, not like everything's fine. That's
I guess,
crazy.
I guess I have to go see. I guess I would have to go get tested first just to make sure I'm okay. I'm not okay, whatever. If I'm not okay, then that's when we off him. If I'm okay, then that's when we have a conversation.
Okay,
Because I'm
yeah.
like, whew, I just almost wasted my
Dodge the
life.
bullet. Immediately,
I'm
people hear HIV positive and they like that, like, oh, the anger
right,
behind it. Because sickle cell, that's something that affects one person. Like, coming in contact with someone that has sickle cell doesn't affect you,
right,
your status or anything, but the other one severely does. So it's like, that's why everybody's up in arms, like, what?
right,
Like, and I get it because I'm like, man, I would be just as livid. I would be like on
right,
fire. Like, her parents, her parents, her family, everybody be on
right,
the hunt for him. Because my dad would hear it and be like, I'm on my way. If I wasn't offering him, my dad would be like, I'm on the way. Whatever
for
years I
real,
got left, I will I spend it locked behind bars because ain't no way in hell he did that to my baby. And I'm not gonna sit here and
right,
like, oh man, it's hard. This discussion,
right.
whoo, this story and
Yeah,
scenario.
that that's why, and you hear so many stories about it,
Yeah.
so many stories about it. I don't know why people think that it calmed down. It ain't going nowhere. They just brought COVID out just to the COVID had took over the HIV commercials or whatever, because when COVID was going on, you have not seen not one HIV commercial. Because when I did see an HIV commercial like 2 years later, I was like, oh snap. It's still here.
saying Biktarvy. I've been saying Biktarvy, and I'm like, what the hell is Biktarvy? And then I'm like, when I had HIV, I had no idea, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, oh, Biktarvy's for HIV. I didn't know that, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, Biktarvy, whatever it is. Yeah, I see those commercials often. I'm like, it's kind of crazy because I watch apps though, so they'll show you the same damn Geico and Biktarvy
Right.
and all those the same damn commercial played 29 times, and you be like, I just wanted to watch my show, people. Well, I gotta watch Biktarvy and Geico and Aflac and all that other crap all in one sitting because that's what they do. They shove commercials down our throat, and I'm like, God. But I do want to tell that sister, you might want to look up some Biktarvy right now because I'm not so that petty, but I'm like, damn, Biktarvy seems to be the answer because it's been on my damn TV every time I turn around. Lord Jesus, I'm like, Lord, they keep advertising that shit. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I need to go get tested right now, even though I've gotten tested every year. But I'm like, you just never know. Damn, it's crazy. It's
Seriously,
crazy.
because I done had some scares, but then you think like, okay, I'm out here and I'm doing what I'm doing or whatever, and things like that. And even I'm doing what I'm doing with a person who I've been with for years. And I'm just like, you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah. But you never know your mate. And that's why I said she was so trusting because you never know your mate. You never know what they get into. But, I stay at the clinic every 6 months to a year. And I'm like, I just got to go test it. And that lady, I remember one time I had went to this, doctor's office. I went to my doctor's appointment and the nurse, she was like, oh, you here for your checkup? And I was like, yep, absolutely. I don't play around with my life. I need to know exactly who,
Right,
what, where, when, and why. I don't care. What is this? Why is that like that? And then they do a little test and they be like, oh, that's normal. I'll be like, I don't know. I don't like it. They're like, well, you at a
right.
different stage in your life where your age is blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, mind your
Yeah.
business, bitches. Like,
Oh, yeah. I got
you're
that.
like, I don't care. My body ain't do that before. You want to tell me why I'm doing it right now? They're like, that's the
Right.
norm because,
Yeah.
you getting for this, you headed to this. So this is it. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Right.
Fine. But I'm going to come back
Right.
next week and I'm going to get it checked again just to hear y'all tell me the same damn thing because I'd rather be
And,
safe than sorry. A lot of diseases out there, not only just STDs, but cancer. There's so
right.
many different things that could affect your body in so many different ways. So you got to make sure you get scanned, plucked, tucked, whatever, looked at, scanned, pluck,
Right.
picked, whatever you got to do it. So that way
Right.
you know your status, know your mate status. And before you start any relationship where you considering putting your doodad and somebody else's doodad, make sure you getting yourself checked too, because it's not always just the dude. Sometimes it's these females
Exactly.
too. I'm not just attacking a brother. I'm saying if it was a
Right.
sister and she did the same thing, she would deserve the same fucking
The
result.
same
Death.
thing. The
Like you hear me?
same.
Death.
For real.
A,
Seriously.
a sentence, a jail sentence, and some death. Like, whatever you end up doing, like it would just be a living situation regardless, because it's not right. It's not right for
Right.
people to do that to each other. Damn.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for a young sister. I feel
Yeah.
so damn bad for her. I don't care if she white, black, Puerto Rican, Haitian. I don't give a
Right.
shit what her ethnicity is. I would definitely be like, in a doctor's office right now, getting scanned, checked, plugged, sucked, whatever I gotta do, take this blood, do what you gotta do.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. It's crazy.
It is. Yeah.
Kira, what a discussion. Whew. I want to say woosah for her because I'm like, girl, that's some peace, that's some mental fighting you're gonna do and some emotional fighting you're gonna do. You trust the
Right.
wrong motherfucker. You trust the
Right.
wrong motherfucker. Now you paying for it.
Right. And that's the thing, trusting the wrong person, especially when you've been with them for so many years.
Yeah. Sickle cell.
Sickle cell my ass.
Man, I'm just like sickle cell. So I'm just thinking about how it mimics each other. How those symptoms mimic each other. So that's why he went with that. That's crazy.
Right.
So he
Right.
knew, he did his homework. He definitely knew what he was doing. Mother sucker. Mother sucker.
Ain't that something? So you did your homework and you knew this is what, when they come out, this is what I'm gonna tell her. Because you knew,
we all
this is what I'm
discussed
gonna
it.
tell her. I
We
got
all
sickle cell.
discussed it. As a
They got
society, we discussed it. We're discussing
Yeah.
with you, brother.
It got something to do with white blood cells. It got something to do with being sick all the time. They got the same symptoms. Yeah, I'm gonna go with sickle cell because remember at one point
For
people
that.
was
Yeah.
they had cancer
Yeah.
and things, and I'm just like, so I remember one time when I had got sick, and I was dating this guy, and I went to St. Michael's. I was told to go to St. Michael's because they said they'd take you faster in the emergency room or whatever. So I ended up staying in the hospital for like 2-3 days. So he called me and was like, "What's wrong? What happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm anemic, I gotta get blood transfusions and things like that." He like, "Phew, I thought you had HIV because St. Michael's is the
That's that.
HIV hospital."
Oh, get the hell out of here. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's
that's
what they
crazy.
stand for years. Like I think it has a part in there for patients for HIV and things
Yeah.
like that. So
Didn't
this
know
man
that.
was like, "I was about to leave you because you was in St. Michael's Hospital." And I'm just like, you know what? I truly forgot about that. I forgot about that. They've been saying this for years. I'm like, no, I only came here because the emergency room, nobody is ever in St. Michael's emergency room. But
I
if
didn't even
you
know
go
that.
in, right, if you go in there, it's like 3 people sitting in the emergency in the waiting area.
Oh,
And they
wow.
call you just like that.
Damn, they got a workflow, huh? They got a process. They're
Right,
like, next. They trying to get y'all the
right.
fuck out of there. That's why.
Right. And my friend, she went there
Yeah,
for
yeah.
her issues. And she was like, they take you just like that. So when I got sick, I'm like, oh, let me go there. Dude, my hemoglobin levels was low. I'm
Okay.
severely
Yeah, yeah,
anemic. I
yeah.
had to get freaking blood transfusions. It wasn't the first one or whatever. Calm down. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
Even I got tested and everything. Like, here's my paper.
Here's my papers. I actually got sick once, and it was so funny. I had a friend come and check on me. Yeah, where hospital you at? And I'm like, okay. We weren't even intimate like that. But
Uh-huh.
immediately, that motherfucker went to my chart like he was inspecting gadget. He's like, I don't believe this bitch. So me
For
like
real, like,
like lower abdominal pain. Okay, that checks. The doctor wrote here that you had sharp pain and your lower. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, you a little constipated. Like you had when's your last BM? I'm like, damn.
like that's all it was. I was just a little
Yeah,
constipated, had to let
but
it go, and it went
But he
in.
was just a friend. I'm like, what you want to get a jump on a rumor mill and shit? Like, what are you here for? Like, he's like, I just wanted to make sure you was good. I'm like, you ain't bring me a rose, a coffee, no nothing. Just came here for some fucking facts. You know what I mean?
Right,
Rotten bastard. I'm like, want to run back and
right.
tell the crew before I got there. Like, yeah, that bitch, she got something, yo. She was itching in there and everything,
Exactly.
twitching. Fucking crazy. Fucking
Exactly.
crazy. I'm
So,
like, man, it's crazy. Oh
can
my
I say
God.
something before we go off? I just want to tell the people there are free clinics. They give out condoms. The free
Free
clinic
clinic.
right here in Newark, when you go in there, they have a bowl. Like, when you go Halloween trick-or-treating in the candy bowl, you dig your hand in there, and grab them condoms. I do,
Gums.
or whatever. And don't be afraid to go to the store, buy them, use them, so you
Yeah.
don't have a situation like this.
Every city has a free clinic. All you
Every
gotta do is
city.
Google that bitch. There's no reason. There's no excuses. I'm Planned Parenthood is everywhere. They got free clinics everywhere. They even got those urgent care centers everywhere.
Yep.
$75 to $100. Come on, man, per visit. If you ain't got no insurance
Yep.
coverage, come on, that's a sneeze. In some places, if you tell them you ain't got insurance, they make you pay $20, 20 fucking funky dollars, 20 funky dollars. You owe somebody $20. That's funky right now. So come on,
Right.
there's no excuses. Come on, there's no excuses, people. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys for joining us. We love to know what the fuck you would do if you was in this scenario. This is Kira and Ty. I'm Ty. And I just want to say we'd love to know what you do. We'd love to hear how you would have handled the situation. Maybe you guys want the same thought process as us. Maybe not. Maybe you guys would have did something different. We'd love to know what. Cause I don't know. There's no excuse for the bullshit. No
Right.
excuse at all. He knew what he was doing. So
Right.
we thankful for you. Watch, like, share, subscribe. Do it. Don't do it. Whatever you choose. You is America, so we free. We can do whatever we want. Just keep that in mind. And we'll see you on the next story scenario. Tune in to LoveNThangz because there's always a case of some bullshit going on. We'll see you guys.
Yeah. You want it, gotta work for that bag, go get it one day, you can brag.
Artlist.io.
For that bag, go get it one day, you can brag. I say that I have it, you know that I got it, no need to look all in the bag. Stunting like this, cause I work so hard, I'm